Hello and welcome back to ZejuHow. I'm your host, the Jolliest of Developers, and today we have an exciting episode ahead of us. Today we're going to be finishing up our Canvas series, and we are moving into our brand new series of how to create your own chatbot. Yes, in today's episode, we are going to be talking about how to set up your very own chatbot that you can share with people. And pretty much, what is a chatbot? So a chatbot is sort of like if you have Alexa or Siri or Google Assistant, you can actually make your own version of that. And the best part is that the tool that we're going to be using is actually powered by the Google Assistant, which means that it works really well with Google Assistant. It is intelligent, it is easy to train. We're going to learn a lot about AIs in this series. We're going to be talking a lot about these different type of things and also how to use them. So yes, let's dive in. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get to know our tools. So the main tool that we will have to know about is going to be this tool called Dialogflow. Dialogflow is a really awesome tool. It's powered by Google's machine learning software, which means that it's super smart, super fast, works in the cloud, so we don't have to worry about that type of stuff. Best part is that we don't need to really download any special type of software. We don't really need to learn any programming here just yet. However, there's certain things that you can do with JavaScript and JSON and other things, but we'll be talking about those a little bit later in the series. Right now, I'm just going to show you guys just how to get started, set up the account, and get your console ready. So let's dive in. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to need to go to our console, and after that, once we are there, give it 1 second to load. Now, what it's going to ask you to do is when you click on Go to Console, it's going to ask you usually to either make a developer account, a Google developer account. You can do this, but it's pretty much as simple as just signing in with your email. You don't have to pay for anything unless you want to go with some super really cool stuff and stuff like that. So just give it a second to load up. Make sure, because this is a really, it's a bit of a heavy online tool, in my opinion. It is really good, really easy to use. So yeah. Alright, and right now it is going to load this page up. And this is the super easy part. All you do is you click sign in with Google. So you just want to give it here another second, like I said, because this is a little bit heavy wise, but it's pretty much easy, super easy sometimes. Dialogflow, really awesome tool. I personally love it. I've already started creating some tools with it. And the best part is that it's super easy to use. You don't really need to have many programming skills. You don't really have to know how AIs work, things like that. However, we're going to be talking about that. So until this loads up, I'm just going to let you guys know how an AI works. So an AI works in this sort of a pattern. The first thing that it's going to have is it's going to have the user, which is the person that's talking to the AI. So let's say, for example, if the user is you. So let's say, for example, if you say, hey Siri, or hey Google, or hey Alexa, then what will happen is that will create a trigger word, and that's when Siri, Alexa, or Google Home knows that it needs to be activated and it needs to start listening for your commands. So that's, for example, if I were to say, hey Google, then it would automatically activate and it'll say like, hey John, what's up? And actually you can ask a question. For example, if I were to ask it, what's the weather outside? Then what it'll do is it will connect to its server, and the server is where it's got all its databases, which means that's where all the information that makes it super smart is stored. So it'll tell you exactly what the weather is based on that server and based on the location that you entered. So for example, if you were to ask like, hey Google, what's the weather like in England, it'll go and check, and it'll have like a special file named what's the weather like in England, and it'll click on that and it'll show it. And then there's other smarter versions that have multiple different files and multiple different styles. And that's pretty much the basics of how an artificial intelligence, that's what it's called, or AI, or even sometimes it can be called chatbots. Chatbots are usually just referred to as lesser intelligent artificial intelligence software. And right now, as you can see, I just clicked on an email that I'm already logged into. Make sure you do that. This will let you sign in. And yeah, otherwise it is really super easy to use. Give it a second to set up your client, and that's why you see here it says API client. Now this, don't worry about it. It's really awesome. Ignore the message up here. just some updates. Don't worry about it. But right now, as you can see, we have all these different parts, all of these different tools, and we will be talking about these later on, since I just hit the 5-minute mark and it is time to end this episode, because we want to keep these episodes short, easy, and nice for y'all. But till then, make sure that you guys stay happy and jolly. Make sure you guys have a wonderful time, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and also give us a thumbs up. It really helps us to know that we're doing a good job. And if you got any feedback, questions, or if you want to let us know that we missed something in this episode, then feel free to leave a comment down below. We always love hearing from you guys. And until then, see you soon.